Hey, what's up again? This is Alex once again. So yeah, okay. Last video I left off on the ASVAB. So this video I will talk about MEPS, which I actually just got back from today around 8 p.m. And man, long day, long day. All right. First advice going into MEPS: get some sleep, please. You'll be there more than well over probably 12 hours, 10, 12 hours. So that'll be your span. So, anyways, the process of MEPS, right? Um, After the ASVAB or whatever, my recruiter scheduled me to go to MEPS. Right? I went to MEPS on a Sunday, and basically, this is my experience. It could be different from you. I asked other people, and their experience was a little bit different. So, from my MEPS experience, my recruiter took me to Staten Island the night before on a Sunday, and I stayed at a hotel. Yeah, pretty cool, right? I stayed at a hotel. um, it was the Hilton in Staten Island, so I went there, and pretty much, you pack an overnight bag because you will be there just for an overnight, and then you go to MEPS next morning. But it's pretty cool. The hotel's pretty cool. You know, your recruiter should pick you up, drop you off at the Hilton or whatever, and then whatever time you get there until the next day is pretty much your time. Right? They do have a 10 o'clock curfew where you have to be in your room or whatever it is. But it's not too bad. What I did while I was in the hotel, I went to the pool, swam a little bit. I went to the gym. I worked out for a little bit or whatever. And you know, it's free food. They serve you dinner. I mean, they serve you lunch. They serve you dinner and whatever it is. So yeah, I mean, when you get to the hotel, there's gonna be other people from other services either going to MEPS the same thing as I did, like their first time in MEPS, or there'll be people shipping out. I've met people um, who are there like their third or fourth time at that same hotel, going to the same MEPS 3 or 4 times already. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool hotel. My main advice when you're there is make some friends. Yeah, make some friends because it'll make time fly by so much more faster or whatever. Um, I met a lot of guys over there actually, a couple girls too. Some of them were from all different branches. Some of them were shipping for U.S. Army. Some I met a lot of Marines. There was a lot of Marines at the time I went. You know, um, yeah, but usually everybody's a cool guy. You'll talk to them. They'll tell you their story, why they're doing it. They're out looking in the military. I hung out with a bunch of Marines, so they were like, all they were talking about was like Marines this, Marines that, and they were all like shipping out for basic the next day, so it was like, you know, they were all talking about that or whatever. You do get set up with a roommate. Um, for you people who aren't that socially active or whatever it is, it's gonna be an awkward experience for you guys. But I suggest you make friends. Like I said, it never hurts to make any friends, right? I made a ton of friends in the past 2 days. It makes the days go by so much quicker. Just go up to them, start talking to them. Unless they're like a dick, they won't usually like brush you away. Just go up to them, and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? So what are you getting into? What's your story? What's your military branch, or whatever it is." So yeah, that's pretty much the beginning of MEPS, right? So you'll you'll go to sleep. You have to wake up early, like 4:30 or something like that. Get dressed. 5 o'clock to 6 a.m. is breakfast. Free breakfast, by the way. Okay, free breakfast. I suggest you don't eat anything that has too much protein in it. Stay away from sugar or whatever it is. Not too much sugar. Don't drink a Red Bull. Don't drink coffee. Right? And there's a reason why I'm saying this, and I'll get into this a little bit farther into the video. So yeah, then 6:15 comes and the bus is outside. You guys have to get on the bus, and then you're on your way to MEPS. Right? So you're on your way to MEPS. It's usually not that far of a drive, probably 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive, or whatever. So you'll get to MEPS, and there'll be a bunch of people. You'll line up outside. They'll tell you to take a bin, put everything metal inside, right? And then you go into the metal detector or whatever. Then you'll go to the front desk and check in. Don't worry about it. Don't get too nervous. they guide you through pretty much everything. If you're lost, ask a question. They won't yell at you because you're not considered soldiers yet or anything or whatever the case may be. So they don't have a right to yell at you. You know, they're not your commanding officer yet. So yeah, you'll do that. And the process of MEPS is basically you'll go like for a physical and all this stuff. And then you'll go to career liaison and pick out your career, finalize your contract, whatever it is. So, if that's your first time there ever doing a physical, expect to do a lot. I was there for about 10 hours. So, alright. Well, anyways, my first step was the medical portion of it. A lot of paperwork, a lot of paperwork. Don't want to get into it because it's kind of tough and they walk you through it. Whatever. But anyways, there's gonna be the physical considers of there'll be blood drawing. They will draw blood for you for HIV and AIDS, whatever, to see if you're positive or not. Then you do an eye test, standard eye test like read this line, read that line, right? Then there'll be colorblind tests, which will be like they'll have like a little book. They'll tell you to stand like right there or whatever it is, and they flip the page, and it'll be like all red circles, and then in the circle there'll be like a gray circle, and it'll form like a number. So you have to read that. Then you'll do a hearing test. Hearing test is kind of it's a little hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's since like you're in a room locked up, and then you know in your head since it's so quiet, you actually think there's noise when there isn't. Whatever. Just with that one, just really pay attention. And there's really no way you can feel it unless you're really actually deaf. And anyways, so after that, you'll do a urine test, and this is why I said stay away from protein or sugar or Red Bulls, whatever it is. Stay away from it. Anything that will alter your urine. And my urine experience was kind of awkward in a way, I guess. They line you up in a bathroom with like 8 guys right next to each other. Like it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they'll line you up by the urinal, but they tell you don't push up on the urinal. You gotta step back, and they'll be like um, a chaperone right here watching you, right? So they tell you, step back, take a piss, or whatever it is, and he'll be staring right at you. He'll be staring right at your thing, just to make sure you're not contaminating it or whatever, right? So you'll do that. That's probably one of the most awkward ones. Then you'll do what else? Blood test. I covered that. Oh yeah. Then you'll do like a real normal doctor physical. They'll sit you in a room with like 12, 15 other guys, and they'll tell you to strip down to your underwear. Right? Then the doctor will call you in one by one and do a physical on you. They'll tell you like a regular physical. They touch your neck, see if anything's wrong with you, and then they'll grab your balls. Yes, they are gonna grab your balls, and they will make you bend over and spread your cheeks. Weird, right? Anyways, you'll do that, and then you'll do a motions test, which like with the doctor will tell you weird stuff like stand on your toes, flick your wrists up and down really fast, this, that, and the third. So after that, you'll get lunch. You'll get free lunch. You're entitled to one free lunch, wherever it is, and then you'll go see your career liaison, right? And then you'll discuss your career, and then finalize your contract. And then after that, you'll go. What else do you do? Oh yeah. Then after that, you'll wait to swear in or whatever it is. And after that, that's pretty much it. That's all you do at MEPS. But it is a long process. There's a lot of hurry up and wait. A lot of waiting. I waited personally about 2 hours just to swear in, and yeah, a lot of fingerprinting. You'll do a lot of fingerprinting. So yeah. That's pretty much it at MEPS. Like I said, the only way to make time go by really fast when you're at MEPS is to make a lot of friends. Make some friends. There'll be a lot of people. Nobody's really like an asshole over there. Talk to the recruiters that are around. Talk to the sergeants or whatever. They were calling me Bruno Mars. Weird. I got a lot of attention because of my tattoos. So yeah, just make some friends. Yeah, it'll be a pretty cool experience. Don't get too nervous. Um, Now they do a background check and all that stuff too. So what I suggest is, I'm not telling you lie or anything, right? But if they don't ask you, don't answer it. Pretty much, like, because their excuse in MEPS is like they'll try to find any little thing to disqualify you. So if you have like minor allergies like I do, like to pollen or something like that, it's normal. You don't have to mention it because whatever it is, just don't mention anything that can affect your chances if they don't ask you or whatever. So um, yeah, that's pretty much my experience at MEPS. So if you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, okay? Because there'll be more videos. These are my first 3 videos. That's pretty much it. And then, if I missed anything, if you guys want to ask questions, I'll make a separate video on like really good things. All right. Okay. So this is me signing off. I'll probably make another video about this, about such different miscellaneous stuff. Okay. See you.